Good morning, COPA Johannesburg. This is Ian Gertenbach, and I'm joined by my colleague
Nathan Zazowski. How you guys doing?
Yeah, well, I suppose they're good if they could actually respond, but I think we're just going to assume that everyone is fantastic, and if they're not, they should be fantastic.
You should be. By the end of this segment, you guys should be pretty fantastic.
Exactly. All right. This is the week in music history. All of these facts are retrieved from the wonderful website thisdayinmusic.com. Let's get it started. On Monday in 1964, Roy Orbison started a 3-week run at number 1 on the US singles chart with Oh Pretty Woman. The title was inspired by Orbison's wife, Claudette, interrupting a conversation to announce she was going out. When Orbison asked if she was okay for cash, his co-writer, Bill Dees, interjected, "A pretty woman never needs any money."
That's a bit harsh, though. Now your wife's going out being pretty for other people. Though.
Yeah. But it is kind of true, though.
It is true.
Beautiful people do get slightly more handouts than slightly less beautiful people.
And that is actually pretty true, yeah.
It's unfortunately the way of the world.
Sometimes.
But anyways, what happened on Tuesday there, Nathan?
Tuesday, looks like 1966, Member of Parliament Tom Gilberg asked Britain's House of Commons to officially deplore the action of a magistrate who'd earlier called the Rolling Stones complete morons who wear filthy clothes. So does that mean the guy, the magistrate called the guy Rolling Stones, "Hey, you guys are morons"?
Well, basically, because I mean, it's no shocker that members of authority would, how can I put this, as they say today, throw shade.
Throw shade. Oh, yes, throw shade.
Yes, as the young children say, but throw shade at rock artists because they do not represent the status quo, so it's not altogether surprising.
Sure. But even back then, 1966, I thought they were all just weird back then.
Yeah. Well, they all were, but there was still the group of people that were like, no.
Conservative kind of guys.
Yes.
With the white wig going on.
Exactly. Them magistrates. Anyways, on Wednesday in 1977, after Jimmy Helms pulled out of a gig at Shoreditch College, the members of the social committee decided to call upon famous local Elton John, who lived up the road, and ask if he would perform. Elton, being the wonderful champion that he is, he did the gig for only 2 bottles of wine. Talk about community service, man.
Was he already big by then?
Well, yeah, he was famous. I mean, Elton John, dude. This is 1977. He was pretty much on his rise to stardom, basically.
Do we have any celebs around this area? Maybe. I mean,
that might want to do a gig for 2 bottles of wine.
Yeah, our keyboardist didn't show up for LPW. You wanna do a little play for us? I think.
Oh, what about a McFeast Deluxe?
Maybe, but McFeast Deluxe. In these days, that's what we have. I mean, who drinks wine anymore?
Or some other unspecified fast food chain that we cannot technically sponsor and endorse. But anyways, now on Thursday, what happened there?
Thursday looks like in 1988, Bobby McFerrin started a 2-week run at number 1 on the US singles chart with "Don't Worry, Be Happy." The first a cappella recorded to be a number 1. It made number 2 in the UK. "Don't Worry, Be Happy" was also included in the movie Cocktail. In the movie Cocktail, the song would go on to win Grammy Awards for both the record and the year of Song of the Year. Anyway, Song of the Year, that you guys heard it. Song 1, Song of the Year. But that's cool. We actually did that song in vocals. I don't know if you guys remember, for the combo core students. You did it in the beginning of the year, Bobby McFerrin, with all the harmonies and stuff.
Yeah. But I still think it's quite amazing that, especially given that in the 80s, I mean, it's to belabor the point and to state the obvious, music that has instruments has generally been in the charts, but now an a cappella was always seen as a bit of like a hobbyist oddity. Yeah. And then lo and behold, in 1988, an a cappella sung just with the smooth sounds of voices.
And it's a classic. That song is a classic today.
Everybody knows that song.
I don't know how, but I even knew it.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Exactly. All right. On Friday in 1985, still stuck in the 80s, Madonna scored her first UK #1 album with Like a Virgin. 10 months after its release. The album spent a total of 152 weeks on the UK chart. I just want to point out to those who aren't too familiar with Madonna's history and her chameleonic rise to fame and staying there, to be honest. Like a Virgin at the time in the 80s, Madonna was quite a controversial figure. Okay, she was essentially the Lady Gaga of her time, and Lady Gaga herself cites Madonna as an influence in that case as well. So, Like a Virgin was clearly meant to be somewhat tongue-in-cheek, shall we say.
Brilliant, I guess. I mean, 3 years, 152 weeks, flip.
Yeah.
It's like 3 years.
Yes, Madonna, bro.
I'm going to make a song that gets there.
We'll get there. Anyways, what happened on Saturday
It's
there?
like Saturday, 1990, Nirvana played their biggest gig to date when they appeared at the Motor Sports International Garage in Seattle. Drummer Dave Grohl, who would audition for the band in a few days' time, was in the audience of 15,000 people. Crikey.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Apparently, from what I heard about that Dave Grohl guy, he was underage, but then he lied to them about the age and just joined the band.
I'm actually not sure, and I'm ashamed of that because I'm a massive Nirvana fan. My history is a little bit shaky, but I do believe. I don't know. Actually, I can't answer that with a certainty. I'm not going to put my foot in my own mouth here, but. Nonetheless, I think it is important to notice that, many people know Nirvana as, Smells Like Teen Spirit and all that kind of stuff. And many people are aware of the fact that during the 90s, the period or the heyday of grunge, they were, so incredibly famous to the point where it was actually ridiculous. But at this time in 1990, they were still only one album down. Oh. They only had one album under their belt, recorded with a different drummer by the name of Dale Crover. But but I think it's quite interesting that at their biggest gig to date, drummer Dave Grohl happened to be there as well. Yeah. But I think he already planned to audition for them. But he was probably checking them out. Like, how are these guys? Do I want to
play for this band? Man, I mean, if you're gonna play for 15,000 people, I'd join the band.
Yeah, exactly. Sure. Yeah, so they were just on their way to the meteoric rise. Because never mind the album that spawned Smells Like Teen Spirit, as well as many other singles like Come As You Are, that came out in 91. So, anyways, and that was obviously Dave Grohl's first album with them as well. So, on Sunday, lastly, in 1996, a platinum American Express card, once belonging to Bruce Springsteen, was sold for $4,500 American dollars and 2,650 Great Britain pounds at a New York memorabilia sale. The singer had given the expired card to a waiter in an LA restaurant by mistake and let them keep it as a souvenir. Sure. That's quite trusting of him. I mean, but I suppose it's expired. So thankfully, but yes, that's a pretty cool piece of memorabilia. Yeah. As well, usually it's like some of their underwear or like a poster that they sign.
You can't really prove it's their underwear.
Yeah, exactly. It's some underwear with some sort of autograph on it. But anyways, that's thankfully wraps up this week's segments of This Week in Music History. I hope everyone listening learned a little something about the varied tapestry that is the history of music.
I think I did. I know I did, actually. Yeah. Guys, just a reminder on the hashtags. Let's just do the hashtag COPA Artists, hashtag Artists of COPA, hashtag COPA Live, hashtag COPA Event. And guys, also just check us out, www.copasa.co.za. Check us out on Facebook, COPA SA. Check us on Twitter, COPA_SA, or on Instagram at COPA_SA. Guys, for those of you in Pretoria or Midrand area, we will be doing a COPA Day tomorrow, which is the 24th of September. Be sure to pull through live music from 11 a.m. Just come through, support, listen to the music, have a good time. It's going to be like a festival vibe going on. Really great bands are playing. The Ceramics will be there, as well as Fine and Venus. Awesome new band as well. So guys, just support local music. listen to COPA bands, I guess. And if you have any music you want to submit, musicpta@copasa.co.za.
And we will try and play it for you.
We will make an attempt.
We will make an attempt. We can't promise anything, but it's a tiny step on the road to fame. But yeah, anyways, that was Nathan Satarski, my colleague, joining me for Week in Music History, and I'm Ian Gertenbach, and we are signing out.
We're signing out. Cheers, guys.